Okay, what is going on, everyone? Hello and welcome. What is up, my friends? What's up, what's up? Welcome. Welcome to the very first new release content for this week, which is always exciting when you're playing something that's brand new. Hot off the presses, as they say, of game development. I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you to the first of two gameplay streams for the day. Today is indeed Tuesday, June 18th, 2019, and we are amidst some chaotic mess. If you're not aware, guys, Twitch is not working properly for a lot of people today. I don't know if it's site-wide or not. Personally, I am being affected in many different ways. So allow me to explain up front what's going on. So for those of you who are confused on why certain things don't seem to be working, you'll get an explanation here. First of all, the cheering leaderboard is not showing up for me. And it's funny because I actually had left open my stream chat on my laptop overnight, and that cheering leaderboard works, but it's not working whatsoever on my desktop. I tried refreshing like 5 times. I cleared cookies. I completely logged in and logged out. It's just gone. I don't know what happened, okay? Number 2, I can't even access my moderator's chat room. I don't know why. It won't allow me to get in there. This has happened before, by the way. This is a glitch with Twitch. And third, apparently, from what people are saying, you can't cheer at all. And it's not just me. There's people who have been talking on other social media about, man, there's no ability to cheer right now. I'm going to guess this is only like the tip of the iceberg. There's probably a lot of stuff going on that's not working properly. And I have no idea what it is, what's causing all of these weird things to happen on Twitch today. Here's hoping that it all gets cleared up, obviously, right? Whenever there's half functionality on Twitch, it seems to be pretty annoying. So it is what it is, I guess, right? There's nothing we can do about it. We can't fix it, all right? It's not nothing on your behalf, on my behalf. It's not like anything was done that was wrong or anything. It's just Twitch is not working properly, all right? So, in the meantime, just everyone relax, okay? Everyone relax. We're going to still have a full, fun streaming day. And there are other ways to contribute, outside of cheering, which I will explain in just a moment. We're not going to get to that segment of the pre-stream yet. But I just wanted to let you guys know, no, the sky is not falling. This is not Chicken Little, no, nothing is, some people, every time this happens, they say, Phil, what did you do? Did you do something wrong and now you're in trouble? No, absolutely not. Nothing like that at all. It's just something apparently that's going on with Twitch, okay? So just everyone relax. Everything will be okay today, okay? So, let's talk. What is today? What's going on today? Let us chat, shall we? Brand new release content. It's the very first DLC character available in Mortal Kombat 11 today, Shang Tsung. He was the big boss baddie of the original Mortal Kombat game back in the early 90s. And he has been a staple character of the franchise ever since. He pretty much has been in almost every Mortal Kombat. I don't want to 100% say he's been in everyone because I haven't played them all. But I know he's been a staple character. He's always a big integral part of the plot, usually. And he's back in Mortal Kombat 11 as the first DLC fighter. Alright. Now, I don't know too much about him, how he plays in this one. Everyone, they change it up in every iteration. In previous Mortal Kombat, he was able to morph. He was a shapeshifter, able to morph into other characters and fight as them. In the original Mortal Kombat 2, he could change into every character in the game, which was pretty cool that on the fly, you just do an input, whoop, now he's a certain character and you can play as that character. Okay, but we don't know in Mortal Kombat 11 how he plays. We're going to find out today, okay? So what are we doing? I'm going to be jumping into training mode and trying out all his special moves, trying out some of his combos, and trying to find some viable strategies. Then we're going to go into his new character tutorials, see what they recommend for his safe combos and bread and butters, etc. And then we're going to be going into his arcade ladder. That way, not only will I get some hands-on experience with him, but also I'll be able to see what his story and ending is for the game, right? That's kind of cool. Hold on one second, everybody. Okay. So, yeah, so we're going to be doing that. Then, I'm debating, because the thing is, he's a new character, so no one's been able to unlock anything for him yet. And I'm wondering, should I maybe go to the Towers of Time and see if there's any timed ladders for today to get his gear? Because, you know, it's always cool to have more customizations available. Or should we just go right online and do online play? Because I am going to be doing online play with him today. I just want to make that clear. Because some people, whenever I play Mortal Kombat, well, what's the online play, man? When's you playing online? Are you going to play people online? Herbita. And the answer is yes, Herbita, I am. But I want to get some hands-on experience with him first before I jump right online. Okay? So, that's going to be... No, I didn't just fart. What the hell are you talking about? Did I just fart? If I had farted, I would have told you. As you know, I have no problem being very honest with my bodily functions. I did not fart. So, yeah, I'm not sure, you know, how long, but we are definitely going to have a full 4-hour stream today of Mortal Kombat 11 with Shang Tsung. We're going to getting to know Shang Tsung in MK11, all right? Should be a fun stream. Now, if I play this and like the character, then I'm planning on doing a second session of Shang Tsung online play later in the week. More than likely this weekend. It'll be like a late night stream, either like Saturday or Sunday or something like that, okay? But I want to see how it goes. If I play the character and I'm like, nah, I don't really dig him, I don't really like him, then I'm probably not going to bother with it. But if I like the character, or maybe I don't feel like I've fleshed out enough about him yet and I want to play him more this weekend, then I will, okay? So let's see what happens today. Let's see how this stream goes. And, you know, based on that determination, we'll see, you know, how much more I want to play with Shang Tsung. All right. Now, later tonight, it's my weekly session of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout Battle Royale. As you know, it's a fun, interactive session that I always do. And, you know, it's a lot of fun because we get to talk a lot. Even though, you know, obviously when I'm on a gameplay stream, one of the main focuses is obviously the gameplay, right? For me, I also love the interactions that we have together. And so when I play Blackout, it allows me to have a lot of ample opportunity to talk with all of you about certain things. So tonight should be a fun stream. I hope you guys will be back later tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time for my weekly Battle Royale session, okay? Tomorrow, we're going back to Japan. That's right, a full day of Japanese-style gameplay. We start off with Final Fantasy IX, another 4+ hours of development in that RPG. I've been liking the game a lot. I think I'm 12 to 16 hours in at this point, and I'm really digging it. I think I'm 16 hours in, actually, so looking forward to more of that. And then tomorrow night, more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. 2 hours of, you know, fun there. We're currently amidst of the investigation of finding out what happened to Mystic Maya, and going from there. So that should be a fun one. Two hours tomorrow night. Thursday is my day off from streaming. I need to do many things in real life, errands, chores, and actually spend a little bit of time with my wife for the, you know, really the only time during the week I actually get to spend some time with my wife. Sucks that it takes so freaking long, but that's life, I guess, right? And then I'll be back on Friday. I'll be playing Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which is the modern remake of the PlayStation 1 Racing Classic. First I'll be starting off in story mode if there is one. I'm assuming there is a story mode. So I'll be checking that out. But I will also be doing online play and the like once we get to it. So, you know, expect full coverage of Crash Team Racing starting this weekend on Friday. All right. So, it's going to be Crash Team Racing on Friday's main gameplay stream. Friday night, we're going to do an MLB The Show 19 chill stream. And the good news is here, folks, yes, I figured out how to stop being a pinch hitter. I am now a starter for the Pittsburgh Pirates with a 5-year contract. And although we're still in preseason, it looks like I'm going to be playing a significant amount of ball, meaning that these streams are basically saved, because if I didn't get out of being a pinch hitter, I was not going to continue playing, but I did. So it should be a fun, chill stream Friday night. And then for the weekend, you can expect many things. More Crash Team Racing, okay? The return of Final Fantasy IX, balanced out with chill streaming, Phoenix Wright, etc. Next week, we've got one hell of a gaming week, guys. Just listen to this lineup. Judgment, the new game from the team Yakuza team, but it's not a Yakuza game. Instead, it's going to be like a murder investigation style game like L.A. Noire. The Sunken City, which is a H.P. Lovecraftian horror game with mystery and drama elements. And then we've got Super Mario Maker 2. All right, so we've got 3 new games coming out next week, all of which should be pretty interesting. So I hope that you guys are excited for all the stuff coming, you know, on my streams in the next week. Should be a really good, solid end to June. So thanks for that. Okay? Very nice. 2 thumbs up, as they say. Okay? So, the other few things that I'd like to mention, guys, as you guys can see, we are in full swing for June, and we have hit the subscriber goal for the month. We hit it much earlier, like over a week ago. So right now, on my forums, thekingofhate.com, you can go there right now and start nominating games that you want to see me play for the upcoming Viewers' Choice playthrough event. All games are eligible as long as they are readily available and not incredibly obscure or hard to get or play or capture. So that basically means anything that you could capture on, say, a PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Wii U, the Nintendo Wii, or on PC to some extent. As you guys know, my PC cannot run high-end games or anything like that. So it would basically be something that's a low-end game. So anything there would be eligible, okay? Tons of variety have already been nominated. I don't even want to go through because it's such a crazy amount of crazy stuff. Action games, RPGs, shooters, just so much shit that's been nominated so far, okay? So please consider nominating games over on the forums. The more nominations I get, the better. FYI, these nominations will run for 2 weeks into early July, and then I will tally up the nominations to find out the games that have been most frequently nominated. Those will hit a poll that people will then vote on, and the winner of the poll will end up becoming the game that I play for a summer downtime playthrough along with all the other releases during the summertime here, okay? Should be a fun thing. I'm very excited to see what you guys vote on for me to play this summer. It could be really neat. We'll find out, okay? All right. So that's that, guys. Outside of all that, I'm just trying to think, is there any other kind of, housekeeping stuff I want to talk about before we move on to the next segment of the pre-stream? At this point, I can't really think of much. What I'll say is 2 things. Number one, I just want to remind all of you that my collection of statues and collectibles is still for sale. And I'm talking about a lot of stuff that I have that I would much prefer selling this stuff directly to you guys, the viewers, than to just some, person on eBay who I might or might not be able to trust, etc. And this stuff that I'm selling is highly valued, and I'm selling it for like way under what it's worth. To give you some perspective, about 2 months ago, I sold my Portal replica gun to a longtime fan, and the gun was worth about $1,000, and I sold it to him for under half price. Okay, and that's the kind of deal I'm doing because I basically want to give a valuable collectible to someone that they're making a really good investment, but for me, it's money that I need to keep make ends meet and have things going here. Okay, fair enough. So what do I have? I have many things. I have a Joker statue. I have a Poison Ivy statue. I have a Thanos statue posing with a glowing Infinity Gauntlet standing next to Mistress Death. I have a giant Incredible Hulk. I have a She-Hulk statue. I have 3 different Team Fortress 2 statues, including the Medic, the Heavy, and the Soldier. I have a ginormous tank statue from Left 4 Dead 2. I have Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 9. Holy crap, I'm still going. I know, I have this many things just kind of sitting around. I have a giant Mass Effect 3 Avenger rifle replica gun that's life-size replica. It's heavy, it glows, and it makes sound effects. Pretty crazy, huh? I got a lot of shit. Let's put it that way. Okay? So if you're interested in any of this stuff and you would like some details and you'd like to maybe even make an offer, email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com. Alright? You may be wondering, why does Phil still bring this stuff up? Because I've got nobody serious. Like, I got people who just kind of mess with me. The latest guy who was just messing with me was pulling my leg saying he was interested in my CM Punk commemorative plaque from WWE. And the plaque sells online for about anywhere from $650 to $1,000. And I told the guy that I would, give him an incredibly reasonable price for it. Come to find out he's just a detractor wasting my fucking time. And so, I mean, like, I got all this stuff. I want to sell it to people who would make use of it, who would probably make a lot of money on it. And I need the money right now, but no one seems to be serious about it. So, if anyone is actually interested, please email me and we'll go from there. Okay? Alright. Just wanted to throw that out there. Every once in a while, I'll still mention that just in case I hit someone who maybe didn't know about that. I would love to get rid of this stuff. Seriously. All right. Continuing on. Now let us move on to our next segment, guys. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 amazing years where I've been a content creator able to share my daily gameplay experiences with you on the internet. Used to be a full-time YouTuber from the years of 2011 through 2017. And I really enjoyed doing that. But when the YouTube ad revenue bottom fell out during the adpocalypse of 2017, it made it incredibly difficult for people to make a living on YouTube anymore, including me, even though I'd been doing it for so long. It just wasn't viable anymore, okay? So that being said, now I am a full-time streamer. Every single day I'm here on stream, grinding it out, enjoying the interactions that we have, sharing gameplay with you every day, giving you my honest reactions and experience with everything that I play. And I want to say thanks to all of you who come by my streams, who hang out with me on a daily basis, and who just in general have a chill and good time. You make this job one of the best one I've ever had in my life, and I love doing it. That being said, I am now pretty much solely reliant on crowdfunding to keep this going, because there's just nothing else. There's nothing viable. I can't get anything from YouTube anymore the way I used to be. So now it's all about the streams, all right? So that being said, there are many ways that you can contribute and able to help me out and aid me to continue doing this in the future. In particular, today it's going to be a little bit rougher because it seems like YouTube isn't working It seems like Twitch isn't working properly. There's not much you can do about that. But allow me to just explain some of the ways that you can contribute. You can go to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil, where your monthly pledges earn you personal perks. One of the perks right now is the ability to nominate games for this upcoming Viewer's Choice event and have a priority access, meaning the few patrons who will nominate games are basically going to get one game into the final voting, even though it's only a few people nominating. That game will get to the final voting just because they're patrons, which is pretty cool. Okay? So that's one of the benefits. Another benefit is getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King. Another benefit is getting a private Q&A video made. So lots of different benefits to being a patron. Please give it a look. Patreon.com/darksidephil. I would like to thank everyone who is a current patron, and thanks to anyone considering maybe contributing via that method. I also have a Teespring shop where you can buy various merchandise, including t-shirts, mugs, stickers, etc. Give it a look. Anything you buy helps me out, and you get a cool collectible. Now, if you're here live on the stream, okay, and you are looking for some fun interactions with me while contributing, maybe some recognition for your contributions, if you cheer, sub, or tip today during the stream, I will give you a verbal shout-out. However, it is subjective what I say on my streams, and I do have to abide by Twitch's terms of service. At the very same time, I'm trying to keep the stream in line with a chill vibe and not get derailed with topics like religion or politics or other divisive things that are going to get people all riled up. I also don't like insults against myself or other people. No negative detractor memes, etc. You guys know the drill. It's called using common sense. Sadly, a lot of people don't have it. But for those that do, we have a fun time every single day. And I want to say thanks to anyone who does contribute. Now, sadly, as I've already mentioned, guys, it appears cheering is not working at all. People are trying to cheer and tell me it doesn't work. And it's not just me. It's like I said, various people site-wide are being affected by this. It doesn't seem like there's anything I can do about that. Okay? It sucks. So what that means is that today, if you want to contribute via the stream and help me out, there's only really two ways you could do it. One is by subscribing to the channel, which I do appreciate. And, of course, you get many benefits for subscribing, including access to over 30 emotes. And you don't have to watch advertisements when I run ads during ad breaks. And you get a cool chat crown badge as well to show how long you've been a sub. But I guess the major way, that I would be able to really get, any kind of contributions today would be via tipping. Which is fine, because if you guys aren't aware, when you tip me, all right, it helps me a lot, because it's funds that I get right away. And in particular, with Crash Team Racing coming out on Friday, Judgment, Sunken City, Super Mario Maker 2 coming out next week. Then in July, we've got the Stranger Things game, and I may be playing Sea of Solitude. Then coming up in July, there's Dragon Quest Builders 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. I mean, that's a lot within a month and a half there of new release content. So if you tip me, those funds can go straight towards buying those games. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. That means that, it's money that I can just put straight towards that stuff instead of having to worry about where's the money going to come from, or racking up a credit card, etc., right? So please consider it. There's 2 ways that you can tip me, FYI. There's a tips jar button below the stream that you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. Either way will take you to my PayPal tips page. A few things about tipping me. First is that you do not need a PayPal account to do it. That's a misconception. You can actually just use a debit or credit card like anything else you would do on the internet. There's a button to do it via that method right there on the PayPal tips page. The other thing is, some people are afraid. They're like, man, if I contribute, someone's going to find out who I am and harass me online for supporting someone on a stream. That's not true, because when you tip me, you can actually use any information you want. You can put your real name. You can put a fake name that you completely fabricated. You can just put anonymous on there. You know what I mean? You don't have to put up your real information that people would be able to find out who you are or anything like that. And I actually recommend that you don't. I recommend that you actually put in, a pseudonym, so that way people will not, know, oh, was this particular stream chatter who did this tip or whatever, okay? So there you go. Please consider tipping me, guys, especially since it looks like no one can cheer right now, which sucks. Tipping me will help me out greatly, and I appreciate that. As you guys can see, at the top of the screen, we do have a stream stats leaderboard. I'll be tracking things such as total cheers, top cheerer, top tipper, and subs for the day. Sadly, if the cheering doesn't work, I guess cheering's just gonna be 0, right? There's not much we can really do about that. If the cheering is busted, then I guess we just gotta wait for it to be fixed. All right. It sucks. I guess it's broken is broken. So please tip me, guys. It's the only way you can really contribute besides subbing today on stream, and I appreciate that. All right. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and... Oh, my neck is killing me. Oh, there we go. Oh, stretch it out. Let's go ahead and do some shout-outs to those who have contributed and go from there. All righty. Okay. So we actually start off with Orcs or Dorks, who had resubscribed for 23 months right at the beginning of today's stream. Thank you very much, Orcs or Dorks. I appreciate that. The resub, and it's, of course, 23 months, almost 2 full years of support. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay. Roxanne tipped me $5 to get the tipping started today, and says, hey, fam, thanks again for your stream. Sorry the bits aren't working, so have this. Thank you very much, Roxanne. I appreciate that, because Roxanne actually had cheered a bunch in the past, and since you can't cheer right now, it is appreciated that you that you tipped me. So thank you very much, Roxanne. Top tip of the day, and of course, let's get the total tips up here. The Real Spoony One resubbed for 13 months and said, happy birthday to my slime, Antonio Chavez. I don't know what the hell that means. Also, how much for your Gears of War gun? I don't have a Gears of War gun. I think years ago I had a Gears of War gun. I think you're talking about there was a replica chainsaw gun, right? I sold that years ago. I did have that, and I sold that years ago, like in 2015 or something. Back when I was still doing videos of like, oh, here's my collectible and I want to sell it or whatever. Yeah, I sold that a long time ago. All right, so that's been gone. Sorry. But I do have a ginormous freaking replica gun of the Avenger rifle from Mass Effect 3. Just saying. Life size. Very awesome collectible. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Real Spoony One, for the resub. ZGSP17 resub for 30 months. 30 months of support. Thank you very much for ZGSP. That is awesome. Okay? Thank you very much. Uzi Go Hard tipped me $1 and said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to play MK11 again? Alright. Alright, let me be honest. Because everyone wants me to be honest, and they say every time I play this game, I rage, right? You're right, but it's not because of the reasons you're thinking. It's not because I hate the game. It's because the online play of the game sucks. If you guys didn't notice, typically when I play this game offline, it's fun. You know, I'm playing a character in training mode. I'm learning their moves. The tutorial's teaching me the bread and butters, and I do the arcade ladder. I pull off some fun combos and fatalities. The game itself is designed well. All right, it is. It's a really good game. Actually, if you look at the fundamentals of the game at a competitive level, even though I would say the characters are pretty unbalanced, which is very true, there's probably about 5-6 characters who are really good competitively, and the rest are kind of unbalanced and not as good. That always happens with another Realm game. Don't ask me why they don't balance their characters better. They just don't. It's always kind of been like that. Okay. But, all that being said, the thing that I don't like about Mortal Kombat is the online play. It sucks. Because they have characters in this game where their best... The reason they're good is because they have what's called a 50-50 mix-up. What does that mean? It means that there's a half and half chance that they're going to do one thing or another. Whether it's, oh, I'm going to do an overhead attack that you have to block high. If you don't block it high, you get hit, and it leads to a ginormous combo. Or, same thing, only, oh, the move's going to hit low. So, you have to guess, are they going to attack high or low? Now, you only have to guess because you're playing online. And online, there's added delay and added latency to when you do something and when it actually happens in the game because you're playing in an online environment. Offline, it's actually quite easy just by seeing what's going on the screen to react. To say, oh, okay, they're doing the overhead, time to block high. Oh, look, it's that low attack, time to block low. You can tell from the animation coming out in the game how to appropriately block, okay? Sadly, this game is it does not have good enough netcode and good enough internet connection when it comes to an online match to do things on reaction. It's very rare when you'll see a move, oh, is it going to do high or low, and then actually be able to react to it. In fact, there's been times when people are throwing projectiles across the entirety of the screen, and I can't even block it on reaction because there's so much delay. That's not good, you know? And sadly, what's happened, as I can tell you guys, the more that I've played the game, the online play has degraded worse and worse. At first, there were people who actually were using these really fun survival strategies and tricking you into doing one thing and then they do the other. That's smart. The difference is when someone's just spamming the same thing over and over and you can't react to it because the online play sucks. So, for example, Aaron Black just doing the fucking drop kick from mid-screen. You can't even block it on react. Every time you see it, you try to block. You can't block in time because the game's too delayed, you know? And then, you know, Sonya, Cassie Cage, Sub-Zero, Garrus, among a few others who have these really good guessing game mix-ups where they're just throwing anything out randomly. They're not timing it to mix you up. They're literally just, oh, it doesn't matter what I do. You can't block it on reaction. You have to guess. So it's kind of random if you can actually defend against it or not. That's bad. And that's what frustrates me about this game is losing to people who aren't good. They literally just throw fast moves out constantly. And because the game is so delayed online, you can't defend against it. I mean, the other day I played a Kano who literally did unsafe move after unsafe move, and I couldn't block a single one because the connection was so bad. The other thing that frustrates me is that they don't allow you to back out of matches that aren't of the quality that you want. So, for example, you could be playing ranked, and it says, oh, it's a 3-bar wireless connection. It's like, now, wait a minute. I'm in a ranked match. This is supposed to determine your actual skill level in the game. You're going to put me not only into a situation that's not the best quality, but then a wireless connection that could, on the fly, fluctuate and end up being delayed to shit. I don't want that, right? And you can't back out. You're locked into it. And it sucks because in the actual beta, they gave you the ability to seemingly to back out of any match you wanted. Now you can't. In the ranked matches, you get stuck. If it's 3 bars or more, it doesn't matter if they're on a wired Ethernet connection, a wireless connection, or if they're on dial-up with AOL still, or if they have, you know, a paper cup attached to a piece of twine that they use to get to the internet. Whatever it may be, they still get to play you. And I don't like that at all. That frustrates the shit out of me. That this is a game that's supposed to be competitive online, and in reality, it's just not. It's bad when it comes to lag. The other thing is, and I hate to say this, NetherRealm knows better. This is the 5th game since their big Mortal Kombat reboot back in, what was it, 2001? No, excuse me, what am I talking about? 2012 is what I meant to say. Because it was Mortal Kombat 9, Injustice, Mortal Kombat 10, Injustice 2, and now Mortal Kombat 11. They know better than to release a game like this with the online play like this. They just don't care. They realize that they will sell the game no matter what because they are NetherRealm, because Mortal Kombat has that name notoriety, and because there's a robust offline competitive community. They know it doesn't matter. People will buy it and play it anyway, okay? So, it frustrates the shit out of me that still in 2019, we still have not gotten any kind of viable online play for fighting games. Now, there are some exceptions. Like I told you guys, the best fighting game I ever played online of all games was Pokken Tournament. back in the day, you know, I say back in the day, it was only like 3-4 years ago, on the Wii U, that game ran really well. Really freaking well. And I was very pleased with how Pokken Tournament ran. I thought that it was a great game, and not only that, but the online connections, for the most part, were very, very reactive and fun. Why other games can't get that right, I have no idea. But NetherRealm, it seems like it's the same deal with NetherRealm. Their games come out, and for about a month, they're super hype, because everyone doesn't, really no one knows what they're doing yet. And everyone's kind of flubbing around and messing around. Then all of a sudden people realize, oh, here's the really unsafe shit that doesn't work offline, because people can defend against it on reaction, but online it's too slow. The reactions can't come out because it's too delayed. So we'll just keep doing this unsafe shit you can't defend against and win matches unfairly. And, that's what the online play becomes, just online abuse of the latency. And, this culminated when I played this game on Friday. Almost 100% of the matches I got were lag abuse. It wasn't anyone who even understood the basics of the game. There were people who wouldn't tech throws, would constantly be anti-aired, but then they would do one pattern that I couldn't defend against because of the online play, And that's pathetic. And that's why Uzi Gohard, whenever I play this game, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. Like, I'm excited to jump right into Shang Tsung and check out how did they build this character in this game, because he changes every game. He's had various builds that made him very different over the years. Keep in mind, now there's 2 different builds for each character, so I'll be messing with I'll have to see what's the better build out of the 2 builds that he has. What's the better one that I would want to mess around with and use, in a competitive environment or whatever. Then I'm going to do his arcade ladder, so we're going to see his story, see what I mean, maybe do some challenge towers and the like, and then we'll take him online. So I'm excited about that, because the game has great production value, and, the actual core design of the characters is very sound and good for a fun fighting game. Then I go online, and the whole thing unravels because people are just spamming garbage, and I can't do anything. You see what I mean? Like, it's basically a mix. So I don't know what to say about it outside of, it is what it is. I just kind of shrug and say, I do enjoy the game. I did get the season pass for it. I will be playing all 6 DLC characters. This is the first of 6, by the way. So I'm assuming it's going to be every month or every other month. Typically, they release all the season pass characters by the end of the year. So I would expect that all the characters will be out by, say, December. So probably once a month, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, probably once a month we're going to have a DLC character. We're going to go back and play a little bit of Mortal Kombat 11. So, it's weird for me, because if you say offline gameplay, like 10 out of 10, I love the game. I think, again, the character design's great, the presentation is great, the actual design of the combat and everything is good, and I like that there's a ton of offline content to do. And then I go online, it's like 2 out of 10. You know what I mean? Because it's so fucking shitty. So, I can't really answer that, but that's the deal. It's not that I hate the game. It's not that I think the game isn't good. I mean, I wouldn't go back and keep playing the game if I didn't enjoy it, okay? But it frustrates me that they still, to this day, have not mastered this, okay? Then I got a $1 tip from a troll who I'm not reading what they said, but I want to say thank you for the $1 tip regardless. And then Timbo Slice somehow was able to cheer. I have no idea how this just happened. Timbo Slice just did a 50-bit cheer, and he says, have you ever tested your internet ping? Seems like a lot of online games, that like shooters, NK11, and other fighters, you seem to have lag. Actually, Timbo, if you haven't noticed, it's completely inconsistent. It's not constantly present in all the games that I play online. In fact, some games are fine, and other games are not. And that's the thing, is I have the best internet available in my area. It's Comcast business level internet. Nothing else is faster. You cannot get fiber optic here. I've looked at all the other competitors. They're all much slower. And by the way, I should say this, the internet back in Connecticut where I used to live was way worse than this. I have much better internet where I am now, okay? If you've noticed, when I actually play competitive games, I can actually do pretty well. Like, for competitive shooters, remember, I was actually doing good in Call of Duty World War II, and, I mean, effectively, when I actually play hard in Black Ops 4, I do well. I just don't like the game. Like, I can place at the top of the leaderboards. I was doing so for several months. I just don't like the game at all. I think the game plays like shit. So, it's actually not the case. Oh, it's your internet. No, it's not my internet. It's the design of fighting games. They have still, to this day, not found a way to make fighting games viable online. They just haven't done it. All right? It's still problems. They still have tons of problems, okay? It is what it is, I guess. So, Timbo Slice, you were the top cheer of the day because you're the only cheer of the day. He just said, I refreshed my screen and it allowed me to cheer. So, some people are saying if you refresh now, apparently the issue's been fixed. Okay? So, for anyone who was interested in cheering, you may want to refresh. Okay? Fair enough. My email is all screwed up, too. My email is all kinds of screwed up right now. I'm trying to refresh my email, and it's not loading properly. It's being stupid. All right, so what I'd like to do now is I would like to give a shout-out to the top cheerers of the week, which it only started yesterday. We should point this out. On Twitch, this leaderboard begins on Monday. So it's only one day of results so far, but let's see how the standings are for those who have actually cheered. And then we're going to get started here with Mortal Kombat. Fair enough? All right, so we actually start off with a three-way tie. For 8th place, we start off with Darkside Johnson, Beergician, and DJ Sandex, all tied at 300 bits for 8th place. All right, thank you guys so much. In 7th place, we've got Vote Democrat. In 6th place, Cody Carls. 5th place goes to, is a tie for 5th place between Mr. Papavera and Zugaruk. All right. Then in 3rd place for the week, we've got Yoshino Lover. 2nd place goes to Vote Communist. And in 1st place, Nihilistic Goldfish, who did a ginormous cheer last night, which actually earned him the ability to name something in my Minecraft world. And he named a pier that I designed last night as Nihilistic Goldfish Pier. So I have a little pier off the edge of my village settlement that is now named after him, which is pretty cool. And every time that I play Minecraft, I think I'm going to do that, where the top contributor will get to name something in the game after, whatever they'd like to do. Whether it's a house, whether it's an actual person, a cat, an inanimate object in the game, you can name everything in Minecraft. So there you go. Okay? Fair enough? Alright. Alright, guys. So, I think that's it. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else? I think we've covered everything. So, FYI, just to recap everybody, there's a lot of problems with Twitch today. Twitch is having a lot of issues. Number one, I can't even see my own moderator chat. Number two, I over on my desktop, I can't see the cheering leaderboard. I can only see it on my laptop for some reason. Figure that one out. Number three, people are saying most people cannot cheer. Some people apparently have the ability to cheer, and some don't. It's a site-wide glitch. Timbo Slice refreshed and said now he's able to cheer. Others are saying they still cannot cheer. So if you like my content, you want to be supportive today, there's many ways to support. The best way, obviously, would be tipping me since it goes around the whole cheer issue, all right? There's 2 ways to tip me. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. You can tip me anonymously or use a debit or credit card. You don't need a PayPal account. And tipping is going to help me with the cost of games coming up. In fact, I need to get Crash Team Racing for Friday, so your tips are going to go towards that. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Thank you, guys. And I think it's now time to start up Mortal Kombat 11. We'll boot her up. Let's see what Shang Tsung is all about in this game. We're going to have a lot to do because, number one, I want to check out his outfits. I want to check out his abilities, because he's going to have all these different moves, and he's going to have 2 tournament-acceptable movesets. So we're going to maybe have to mess around with both and see what the difference is in the variations, and try combos, special move properties, etc. Then do his tutorial to check that out, and then do his arcade ladder. We got a lot to do before we even consider online play with Shang Tsung. All right, so let's get to it. Fair enough. All right, guys, thank you, and here we go.